The child wanders the halls of the old chapel. He had come here on a dare, to prove that he was not afraid. The chapel had been here before humanity had taken their first steps. The stone was as old as the earth itself. Over eons, it had stood against the forces of time. No one knew who built it. The elders in the village remembered their grandfathers telling them tales of the chapel that they in turn had heard of from their grandfathers. The chapel remained a mystery. It was decorated with huge stone statues of a priest-like figure, one hand curled into a clawing pose, the other raised, palm flat, as if the figure was testifying. Some people said that under certain circumstances, the empty eyes and gaping mouths of the statues would shine with an unearthly light. But tonight, the statues remained dim, the corridors dark. Moonlight was the only source of light illuminating the chapel. All was silent in this place of worship. The child kept walking towards the altar at the back wall. A light flared to life behind him. He felt a hand with crushing strength grip his shoulder. "Oh, a visitor. You look lost. Let me guide you to the path of the light," the figure spoke in a harsh and loud voice. He tried to struggle, but there was no escaping the grasp of what now held him. He looked at what now held him. It was one of the statues, blinding light pouring forth from the eyes and mouth. Its movements were fluid, although it was composed of stone. It began walking him to the altar. The child stopped struggling against the unrelenting grip. It laid him down on the altar. It raised its face towards the sky and began chanting in a strange, harsh language. After a while, the creature became visibly angry. Its mouth curved down in a frown, and the eyes curved in a way to suggest anger. It began yelling the chant it had been speaking. After a while, the creature became so angry that it slammed its fist down between the child's legs, cracking the strange stone that composed the altar. It grabbed the child by the throat and lifted him up. With almost no effort, it threw him all the way past the entrance to the chapel. He hit the ground and skidded away. He looked up just in time to see the glowing face of the creature, contorted with